Let's jump right into this explainer. Today we're transporting ourselves back 200 years to 19th century Tamil Nadu. We're going to explore the depth, the sophistication, and the incredible legacy of this culture through a really unique lens: archival French paintings. Tamil culture stands as one of the world's oldest continuous cultural traditions, and we're about to see exactly how these communities lived, celebrated, and mourned 2 centuries ago.
These paintings act as a literal time machine. They let us take a guided walk through a vibrant community's most sacred and intimate moments. We aren't just looking at art here either, we're analyzing meticulous historical documents. They capture the intricate social fabric of the 1800s with striking clarity. And our journey through these vivid visual records starts with a powerful display of shared faith.
Section 1. Shared Faith, the Ashura Festival in Karaikam. Our first stop brings us to the observance of the Ashura Festival, which is a day of profound mourning for Shia Muslims commemorating the martyrdom of the Prophet Muhammad's grandsons, Hassan and Hussein. Just look at the sheer energy documented here. The scene is totally alive with the sound of traditional horns and drums. Mourners are staging highly expressive theatrical reenactments of Hussein's battle right there in the streets. You can see a ship replica carrying effigies, and following closely behind that is the massive Santonana Kudu. It's a grand sandalwood chariot representing a tomb making its way toward the Grand Mosque of Karekal, which, amazingly, still stands today.
And this brilliantly illustrates the shared cultural fabric of the region. The sheer grandeur of the Islamic sandalwood chariot directly mirrors the massive Hindu temple car processions that are so iconic to Tamil architecture and urban life. It really shows how deeply intertwined the cultural expressions of different faiths had become, literally sharing a visual and ceremonial language of reverence.
Now, what is truly remarkable in this depiction is the undeniable proof of 200-year-old religious harmony. If you look closely at the figures carrying this massive sandalwood chariot, you have Muslim men, identifiable by their caps and beards, but walking shoulder to shoulder with them, carrying that exact same sacred weight, are Hindu men wearing traditional white dhotis and sacred ash or vibhuti on their foreheads. It is just a stunning, affirmative record of unity and mutual respect in everyday Tamil society.
Section 2. Sacred Union, inside an 1800s Tamil wedding.
So we're shifting now from the grand public streets to the intimate, joyous sphere of private life. The society of 19th century Tamilakam placed a huge value on inner life and family, and you can see it in these highly structured, profoundly symbolic rituals. The whole ceremony is anchored by the planting of the Arasani Kal pole. That's a sacred branch that invites the divine trinity, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, to witness the union. We see priests chanting mantras over a blazing homam fire, and right at the center, the groom is depicted tying the sacred golden thali around the bride's neck.
The level of detail the French artist captured is honestly astounding. You can practically smell the rosewater being sprinkled from the traditional paneer vessels and see the gleam of the intricate Nefi Chuti jewelry on the women's foreheads. The men are elegantly dressed in crisp white dhotis and turbans, sporting some magnificent mustaches. And there are trays of tambulam, betel leaves, and nuts, prepared for the guests, which perfectly showcases the ancient Tamil value of profound hospitality.
And the historical precision goes even deeper. The texts accompanying these visuals actually tell us that the golden thali tied by the groom weighed exactly 1 varagan. That's an ancient standard of gold measurement used in the region. It's so fascinating how these archival treasures don't just show us a pretty picture. They give us the exact economic and material realities of the 1800s.
Section 3. The Urkulum, the fourth-day wedding procession.
By the 4th day, the celebration just bursts into the public streets as an outward declaration of the union. This scene is an absolute explosion of sensory joy. You've got the groom and his best man riding high in an elephant hada, gracefully holding flowers. The bride follows in this stunningly long palanquin, decorated with carved wooden parrots. The procession is led by dancing women and the auspicious sounds of Nadaswara musicians. And yes, if you look closely, there's 200-year-old evidence of blazing fireworks, known as Puswanam, lighting the way. It totally proves that setting off fireworks for a celebration is a joy that crosses centuries.
Section 4. The final journey, honoring the departed.
As we continue our journey, the visual narrative adopts a really solemn, deeply emotional tone. It reminds us of the philosophical depth of Tamil spiritual thought, where even the end of life is treated with profound dignity and structured ritual. What's truly moving here is this practical act of care shown by the community. As the mourners carry the decorated palanquin bearing the departed toward the cremation pyre, another person is continuously rolling out a long white dhoti cloth on the ground ahead of them. This was done specifically to protect the bare feet of the pallbearers from the scorching heat of the earth. It is a stunning display of empathy frozen in time.
The whole procession is a highly organized, respectful farewell. Driven by the mournful, resonant sounds of peri drums and traditional ekalam horns, literally every element has a purpose. We see the sun leading the way, carrying the sacred fire pot that will ignite the funeral pyre. Mourners carry whole banana trees and coconut fronds, symbolizing the cycle of nature. The artist even captured the raw emotion of the moment, showing weeping relatives being gently consoled by their loved ones.
Section 5. Archival treasures, preserving our history.
These aren't merely old pictures, they are meticulous historical documents. They preserve the entire life cycle of 19th century Tamil society, from grand festivals to intimate unions and dignified farewells. They firmly affirm the engineering, the art, the devotion, and the incredible social harmony of a culture that continues to shape global Tamil identity today. As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a thought about your own legacy. We just witnessed the everyday moments of people from the 1800s, which have now become our priceless history. If a painter were to document one single day of your life to be viewed by people 200 years from now, what moment would you want them to capture? Think about it. Thanks for joining me on this incredible journey through time, and keep exploring the history that shapes our world today.